What's going on, guys? Today we're going to look at another very large YouTuber, influencer, more on the macro side of things, which makes this even more interesting. Mention Kaspa. Okay? Now, I'm going to preface this with this is the smallest mention that we're probably ever going to hear with Kaspa. It's literally just in passing. It was mentioned nonetheless, and the context that it was mentioned in, even though he wasn't saying necessarily it's a positive thing, I take it as a bullish thing given the category and the other projects around it that are mentioned or that he mentions in the exact same sentence. So let's take a listen and then we'll talk about it a little bit on the back end. Listen closely or you're going to miss it.
And you keep talking about correlations and ignoring the elephant in the room. 10 months of a bear market. And by the way, your quote, unlimited supply of competitors. I mean, I think at this point, pretty much other than Tom Lee every once in a while and a few of the Ethereum diehards talk about Ethereum as a competitor to Bitcoin from money, although their investment thesis is not the same as Bitcoin. The amount of times, other than maybe the Kaspa people, every once in a while, the XRP army, although you don't really hear it very much. I mean, that competition thread feels dead to me. It feels like that there are two separate assets. Like gold is not a competitor to.
Okay, he's basically talking about, and remember, these are macro guys. They're Bitcoin guys, but they're macro guys, right? Stock market type of scenario. And I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, Scott Melker, for those of you guys who don't know, Wolf of All Streets. I would imagine a lot of you guys know who he is. He's got almost 200,000 subscribers, and he hosts a lot of big, institutional macro type of names on his channel, and they do, roundtables like this all the time, and they talk about like the overall markets, what's going on, and then Bitcoin worked in there as well on a lot of scenarios. But they don't really dive into a whole lot of altcoins necessarily. Maybe some of the big ones like Ethereum and Solana here and there, but it's mostly Bitcoin and stock market macro type of stuff that's going on in the world / maybe US. He's a good listen for that type of content. I used to listen to him quite a bit. I haven't listened to him in a while. It's more or less like background noise for me if I'm cleaning the house or cooking or something sometimes. And there's nothing else that interests me on my YouTube feed at that point in time. Sometimes I'll turn something like this on just to kind of see what guys in that sphere are talking about. But for the most part, I have stayed away from this kind of stuff lately because I believe all the macro stuff is bogus anyways, and that when things are going to happen, they're going to happen, right? And I believe most things are planned, for certain time frames and when certain things are going to get done and all that kind of stuff. You guys know that already. But moving back to the Kaspa aspect of this, he's basically saying that he believes Bitcoin is its own separate asset from the rest of the crypto space, which in some fashion you can argue that's true, right? There's Bitcoin and then there's altcoins. And I think a lot of people have that take, and that's completely fine. But he said outside of Ethereum holders every once in a while, and outside of sometimes Kaspa and sometimes XRP holders claiming that their project is money and can replace Bitcoin as money, there's no other projects out there that even can compare. And obviously he was posting it's not really a negative light necessarily. It's just like, we don't care light on those three projects thinking that they can rival Bitcoin. But nonetheless, he's talking about it, right? He knows what Kaspa is. I wouldn't even have expected Kaspa to even come up at all in a conversation like this, especially for these type of people, right? But that means the Kaspa community is loud enough and has made enough noise that even Weisberger, McGlone, I don't know who David Duong is, maybe I should. I think I've heard the name, actually. And Scott Melker, are having a casual conversation about Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market. Only 3 other assets come up in the talk, at least in this portion of the talk, of coins that claim they could rival Bitcoin as far as payments go. And it's Ethereum you could expect. XRP you could expect, right? They're huge names. massive names in the crypto space, top 10 projects in the crypto space, and then little old Kaspa. So that just tells you the community's loud enough where people like this are mentioning it, right? And in the back of their head, they know what Kaspa is. That's the seed that's planted. And maybe down the road, that seed grows and grows and grows and grows. We don't know. But I thought, regardless of the light that he was trying to portray Kaspa in that scenario, and how quick the mention was, he still mentioned it. That means it's in the back of his head. And that means the Kaspa community, or maybe the tech itself alone, has wiggled its way into Weisberger's head, and maybe that seed grows. I don't know. But again, like we talked about in my last video, when Altcoin Daily mentioned it, Kaspa, as a coin that should be held, right? One of the 17 coins under $1 that should be held for this coming cycle, Kaspa was part of that. This is also a scenario where a bigger YouTube channel has mentioned it in passing as a community that thinks, right, that Kaspa has a chance of taking over Bitcoin's peer-to-peer money, acting as money peer-to-peer in the future. And I don't see anything negative about what he just said. He wasn't ragging on any of the three as assets in the space. He just doesn't think that any of them really have any legs behind it in order to take that throne from Bitcoin when it comes to payments and money. I would argue that he's wrong on the Kaspa end of things, but to each their own, right? But again, we're going to reiterate, he mentioned it in a group of 3 assets. 3 crypto assets, the other 2 being top 10 projects in the space. Very well known, very respected. You can argue, whatever, regardless of what you think of XRP, it's respected to a certain extent by a lot of very well-known big entities, rich, whatever you want to call it, right? It's been there, it's done that, it's been around, and it's cemented, at least for now. And then little old Kaspa was the 3rd asset that was mentioned. I think that's bullish. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. And in the meantime, continue to pack your damn bags before it's too late. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.